hey, let's go here.
Where we at?
And you know what happened last night. Again, I tried to tell you.
What happened?
And the Indiana Pacers have taken the lead in this NBA Finals. You know where we're going, Alex,
Where are we going?
Yes. I'm going back to Indiana.
Oh.
Indiana, here I come.
Okay.
Hey, Indiana Pacers.
Like that.
We got to call them the Indiana Pacers because that's all they do. All they do is win, and win some more. And I know all you guys, including you had the Thunder in 5 or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. Everybody and their uncle had the Thunder in 5. Never thought they'd win another game. Oh, they won their one game. They got lucky. They were only leading by for 0.3 of the game, right?
Yeah.
And that was just
crazy,
a fluke. Yeah. And last night I remember I kept saying to you, I'm waiting for them to have a good game, play a good game. And they're at home. The bench feels good. You got Halliburton is aggressive.
Don't say that.
You know, I know.
We'll talk about that later.
We will. They limit Shea. They make him work for his 20 shots, and he has a little bit of an off night. And he had more turnovers in the bakery, 6. And they were sloppy with the ball or whatever, and they were able to capitalize. I think I saw the stat: 17 fast break points in that game, 19 in the first 2 games total. So that's a big turnaround when you're getting fast break and the defense can't get back, and it's easy buckets, layups, dunks. That's what you want on the fast break points. So all those good things. But I'm here to tell you.
What's that?
If you still can't figure it out, how the Pacers are where they are, don't try to figure it out. It won't be figured out. This is what happens when the slipper fits Cinderella. You can't make sense of it. You can't look at it and go, how? How are they winning? What are they doing? None of it makes sense. Rob G, we talked about this earlier, like the percentage of them winning all those games that they won in the earlier rounds, and they were underdogs. 1 in 75 million, and here they are.
Sounds like the lottery.
They're right on the verge. They're 2 wins away. I picked them in 6. Indiana in 6. I feel great about the pick. That was the game that they needed. And you remember I told you, no game 7, because they're not trying to go back to OKC and try to win a game 7 I'm serious. But can they win this thing now? Do they have OKC on the heels? I know everybody think next game OKC is going to win by 20. That's their MO. Mm-hmm. This team is different. And the stats and the figures and the numbers, they don't add up. That's how good the Thunder have been all year. Can I give you another team that was an all-time great team?
Who that?
That didn't win a championship?
That did not?
Yes. All-time great team that did not win a championship.
Patriots.
No.
NBA?
Yes.
Warriors.
The Warriors. It didn't work on that series.
It didn't.
Because they went up 3-1, and guess what? They did not win. They hadn't lost more than 2 games in a row all year. What did they do to lose the finals? They lost the last 3, including 2 at home and Game 7. Okay? This can happen when a team can put it together. And Kelvin, I'm just going to – my last thing. Don't try to figure it out. Look at what you're watching. I said it before that they're a team of destiny. Every time I watch, I keep saying, yes, they're getting contributions from people. It's a one-off. It won't happen again, but they don't need it to happen again. They need it to happen in this game. They get the win in Game 3. A huge win after getting beat up in Game 2 in OKC.
Let's talk about how huge this win was.
I'm going back to Indiana. Indiana, here I come.
I'll tell you what, man. So the the severity of that game, right? Game 3 winners go on to win 80% of the time to win a series. So that game was huge. Now, obviously,
is that the number?
80% of people who win Game 3 win that series. So that was huge. Now, obviously, 20% is still a large chunk of folks who've had a shot at winning it. You just brought up one, down 3-1. And
3-1 had never happened.
Never happened in the finals, right?
And still hasn't happened.
So a couple of things to note. I actually am to the point now where I throw my hands in the air. And that goes for a lot of this postseason because we had this postseason, so many teams, even the Knicks. What are the Knicks doing beating the Celtics down 20 twice in Boston, and they come back and win? This has been the wildest playoffs. The Knicks do that to the Pistons where they go on a 20-0 run and win the game. When we got the Pacers going on beating Cleveland and the Cleveland had set a franchise record and wins. Like, nothing is made since this entire postseason, and now the Pacers are doing things that are improbable. You start to look at some more of these numbers and think it's actually laughable, as you were mentioning. Look at this number right here. They are now 9-1 in clutch time games this season. The most clutch wins in a single postseason since the Heat did it back in the bubble when they were 11-3. So whenever they're in these clutch games, they just win it. And you know what has helped them this series? They keep winning the fourth quarter. So this team has done things they're not supposed to do. They keep coming back from when down. They've been down 15 points in multiple games and have come back to win those games. This has made no sense. The only thing I will say that has made sense, and I think we just ignored, and I brought this up a bunch, but they've been the second best team in the NBA since January 1st.
There you go. There is another.
44-16.
People make it like they came out of nowhere.
Since January 1st, and you and I joked and laughed. We gave them credit. Yo, we apologize. We didn't talk about you. We didn't give you any love. And you know who has been the best team since January 1st? The Oklahoma City Thunder. It's the only team ahead of them. So the NBA has the two best teams since the turn of the year in the NBA Finals. 44-16 is crazy. So I just think, again, you look at this Pacer team, they got back to their identity, putting pace, they got aggressive, and they got a bunch of contributions from guys on the bench. And really, maybe it is no secret that they're this good, and maybe I've underestimated them. I picked the Thunder to win, so I'm riding this out. But maybe we've underestimated them because they don't have superstars and they weren't sexy. But they've been incredible since, again, January 1st, 44-16.
And here we go. They're Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson. They're Kurt Warner going from bagging groceries to then winning a Super Bowl that same year. He was bagging groceries. They're the 2003 Marlins had no business winning a World Series. The 2004 Pistons beating the Lakers, who had won 3 championships in 4 years coming into that finals. I mean, that's who they are. I'm starting to look at them, and I'm starting to say, team of destiny, Cinderella team, but they have all the makings of all these other themes that we're talking about.
One quick thing though. Are we overstating the Cinderella when they've been to the Eastern Conference Finals last year? Not the Thunder.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They've been to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're right back. So maybe we just ignored them. Maybe we just thought they're fluke because they started off rough this season.
But I'll give you this. Okay, here's why. It's big. If they do win, the longest odds of winning an NBA final ever. Like, that's how big the odds were. 66-1. So that's telling you, like, nobody believed that they had a shot. That's why you can say Destiny and Cinderella.
Vegas still doesn't believe, Rob.
66-1.
As of current, I believe it's 6.5 spread in favor of the Thunder.
And it was
on the road. It's the biggest road spread ever since like 91 or something like that.
Because we just saw this last game, it was 5.5. Remember, I was like, 5.
And
I'm
so
taking that.
I think Vegas, they keep looking at it saying the Thunder are supposed to win. And last point for me, the Thunder are 6-0 after a loss. Or 5-0, I'm sorry. Trying to go 6-0. They're 5-0. Guess who else is 5-0 after a loss? The Pacers.
Yep.
So these two teams are just so evenly matched that I think, including myself, maybe underestimated. When you really look at the numbers and the data, it says that the Pacers are really this good. Both teams 5-0 after loss. The Thunder, now it's their job to go 6-0.
All right.